Hello there folks and welcome to part 32 of Season 2 of our Neil Robertson Pro career on Snooker 19. And today is time for the second of two episodes on the Snooker Shootout, the Bet Victor Snooker Shootout in Season 2. Now in the last episode, I'd massively recommend you go and watch it, but we had 4 big victories in this competition. 3 victories followed up by a last 16 victory against the world number 1, Mark Selby. So Mark Selby's out of the competition, and in today's quarterfinal we play against the Belgian Bullet, Luca Brissell, a player who we have played against in the past, and I think we probably lost on both occasions by 3-0. But this is a completely different tournament, best of 1 frames, and this is such a massive tournament for us. It might not seem so, but it's a brilliant chance, particularly now we've got through to the quarterfinals. Last year we only got to the last 64, so we've got all the way to the quarters, and it is a brilliant chance because you guys that maybe have hopped into the series perhaps after being away for a while, you will see that we have slumped quite a bit in the rankings, and a few more bad tournaments, and you could considerably be seeing a real drop potentially outside the top 16. I don't see it because Ryan Day is a long way behind Stuart Bingham in 16th, but we could help go towards the lower realms of the top 16, which gives us a massive problem. But if we look on the bright side, if we go and win the Snooker Shootout, so that propels us by another 50,000, potentially, well, it will actually, above Luca Brissell. And then we've got the Coral Players Championship, another chance, the Gibraltar Open, another chance. And ultimately, our aim over this tournament, the Players Championship and the Gibraltar Open, is to get back in the top 8. If we get back in the top 8, we're invited to the Coral Tour Championship. If not, after that, it's just a case of the China Open and the World Champs to finish off the season. So, in these 5, potential 6 tournaments before the end of the season, the real chance is now. We've got to do it now. You know, we spent all season meandering. Yes, we won the Dafabet Masters, but apart from that, as you can see, we've not really done anything massive in any other tournament apart from the Shanghai Masters, which again was an invitational. So this, as a ranking event, is a really good chance to propel into some end of the season good fortune and hopefully a few more tournament wins. But I hope you guys are good. I certainly am. I'm really looking forward to playing some Snooker Shootout. I've been really excited for the last few days to this actually because I loved the episode that came out on Wednesday. Was it Wednesday? Yes, it was Wednesday. And it seems you guys did too. It's the 100th episode, and it's a very good way to spend the 100th episode. So hopefully, it's not going to be a very quick one today in which we crash out of the Snooker Shootout straight away against Luca Brissell. But a lot of this tournament is about fortune, of course. It is really about fortune, how you get off in one frame. You've got to have the balls going for you. And it seems in the first 4 matches that has happened. So hopefully, in this match, and potentially the 2 matches that follow it, the same will happen. But it's ourselves to make the break off. Now, a little bit rusty, but hopefully that shouldn't make too much of a difference. And of course, the key with the Snooker Shootout is that classic match countdown and the fact you've only got 20 seconds to take a shot. Which means, obviously, after the 10 minutes, it's whatever score. Whoever leads in the frame, wins the match. That is an interesting safety from Luca Brissell. Does it leave a chance? It certainly does on this red. Well, we'll play it soft, not leave anything else if it goes wrong. And we're off to a start. A little bit sketchy there. A little bit sketchy. That's a bit of a worrier. But we're just going to go for a basic shot on the blue. Not leave anything on. If we miss it, 'cause it is a tricky one. I'm not going to go for the blacks. It's too high risk, I would say, at this point. We've potted the blue. Nice shot. Now it's just a case of playing a safety.
That's an unforced error.
So what the aim is here is to just play it nice and soft, hit the cushion, and hopefully get it behind the black. But if not, I mean, we didn't, but that's okay, I think. Well, that's a little bit of a worry. Look at that red that could go there. No, we're okay. The red doesn't go. So we got away with that one. Just a little bit of a break at the start. Oh, that's okay. Now, obviously, with this match, it quite conceivably could be the fact that that's all the points that are scored. And after this 8 minutes and 20, the game ends and we win the frame. But I very much doubt that's going to happen. This red is open. That's pretty much parallel, I would say. But because it's the wrong side of the red for Luca Brissell, luckily we get away without giving him a chance. But a cagey start to this match, and we're already 2 minutes into it. And that is a very good safety from Brissell. And in fact, we're going to have to get our stuff together pretty quickly to try and get out of this. This is worrying me now. We're going to have to play something here. Oh my god, we haven't got time. We haven't got time. This could all start going wrong very quickly. We're just going to have to concede that we didn't play the shot.
Luca Brissell, 5. Ball in hand.
Well, Could that be our downfall? Luca Brissell could put the ball wherever he wanted to. When we just panicked there, he put us in a very good safety, and I just panicked. Really did. And now this is Luca Brissell's chance. Oh, for goodness sake. Gotta hope he makes a mistake. But he's nicely on the blue. Nicely to open up the reds as well. But now he's just going for the green. Interesting. This is going to get cagey once again.
Luca Brissell, 10.
Now it's Luca Brissell who has the good fortune. I completely forgot about that, to be truthful. It's an interesting, wasn't it? With the shootout penalty, the opposition player can put the ball exactly where he wants. But ultimately, in the next, I would say, 5 minutes, we could do with a point-scoring chance. But this is worrying me a little bit. But interesting play. Can he get us another good safety? Another problem? Looks like he can't, but we're going to be okay this time, I think. Opens up the reds a little bit, but not too much of an issue, especially if this keeps on running. Go on, go behind the green. Go behind the green. That's a lovely safety.
This won't be easy.
But he does have a chance on the red, does have sniff, and he's potted it. Oh, well. This match is going away from us at the moment. Has to be said, but he's gone for the blue. Interesting. So it's a long pot on the red.
He looks very sharp at the moment.
But this is worrying me, this. Really is.
Going for the left corner pocket.
But he's missed the red.
Loose play like that.
And that could just be crucial. But could you believe it? Real slice of luck there. Massive. Huge bit of luck for Brissell. And I'm just going to take on this red to the middle pocket. I'm going to have to at this point. Just go for a little chance. This has got to go right. Don't think it is. And it's dropped. Oh, we get away with that one. Goodness me.
What a top shot that is. 1.
Black's a chance as well. Luckily, we've got a little bit more time to think about this shot. But my God, whew, tension, yeah. But we've got a decent chance here. I thought that he got away with it massively. Okay, we can't spend too much time buggering about. This is the trickiness of the 20-second shot time. Got to hit the shot. These are tricky to the middle pocket, but hopefully we've got the angle right. We have.
What a pop that is. Goodness me, that's a real cracker. 9.
Good old Hendon there with his crackers. I have to say that this is really tough to not necessarily keep your focus, but play the shots in time. I know we played a poor shot there. I can tell that already. So, I mean, I could be wrong, but no, I'm not, unfortunately. Oh, that was a bad shot. Really bad positional shot. Hopefully this goes and gets back up the table. It does, but there's just 1 point that separates ourselves and Brissell at the moment.
Robertson.
Hopefully we're covered on that red by the blue we are. So just 1 point separates us, so I would say no doubt who gets the next scoring opportunity will be the man who wins this match. And it's luckily us, and that red that we created the opportunity on is open. So we can at least go level with Brissell, and we do. So I think, you know, we take our time here as much as we can, obviously. And see if we can win this. This is real pressure. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm really feeling the pressure at the moment. I am going to let the clock run down on this one. Plate now. This has got to go in, or it gives a big opportunity to Brissell. But it's rare we're going to miss those, and that's a nice shot. But, has to be said, a little bit underplayed in terms of power. Again, we're going to go to the timer. Because if we make a mistake, it gives them as little time possible.
This should be pretty straightforward.
But that's a good pot. And a decent split of the reds. And we've just over 2 minutes to go. Whew, we've got a chance of getting through to the semis. These are really luck-based games, has to be said. Really are.
Now, can he drop this into the right corner?
Again, not the best shot there, but you can't play perfect position. You just panic a little bit.
10.
And that really wasn't the perfect shot. But there's a chance on this red, at least I think. Yes, it's at the edge of the bunch, so should at least be a chance here. And hopefully this goes. If this goes, I'd say it's game over. And it has.
Great position.
I would say with just over a minute to go now that we should be through to the semis. It's been a really scrappy one. But I think we should be okay from here. We've not played our best at all, but I think we should be okay. As long as we keep potting the balls, I don't see any problem.
15.
Whew. Still feeling the pressure. If we'd get this one, we go 15 ahead. Would require him to get at least 2 reds,
Nicely done.
a black and a pink.
Wonderful, wonderful pot.
16.
So this blue really will finish this quarter-final off.
We know what a
Very
prolific
interesting
man Potter
format, the
is,
snooker
what a
shootout.
human
Requires
takes on.
completely different temperament from a player. And I've really felt the pressure here, but we have done it. Don't think there's any risk of the commentator's curse here. He's got to play mightily quick. I mean, firstly, we've got to make a mistake.
22.
So we're just going to run the clock down. Obviously play the shot. And it has gone in. But 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we haven't got to worry because we are into the semi-final. Get in there.
And match. Neil Robertson.
Whew. That was pressure. I feel a little bit sorry for Luca Russell because that felt like a bit of a fluke. But as I've said, in these 10-minute matches, you just get as many points as possible. And we've got past the first hurdle. We've jumped through the first hoop onto the semi-final. Who's it going to be?
Welcome back. Well, the field has really thinned out. Just 4 players left now. It's time for the semi-finals.
Well, the players have got so far, they wouldn't want to get knocked out at this stage.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The first frame, Mark Williams to break.
You heard it. It's the Welsh potting machine, Mark Williams, who we face in the semi-final. This one-frame shootout for the chance to appear in the final, have a chance to win. It's a ranking tournament, remember. No minnow tournament here, and Mark Williams has given us an early chance.
This is no gimme.
That's a good pot.
Opening red.
Great stuff. The time goes really quickly in these matches. The longer you keep your opponent off the table, the more chance you've got to score.
So, this pot into the right corner.
And it's a little bit of an awkward start here. Again, I'd have liked more time to perfect our shots, but there's a few more reds open, unlike the last match. So I believe we have got a chance, but oh dear. Could that be it before we start?
The risk
Green's
here
gone
is
back on its
where does
spot.
the cue ball end up?
And we've really butchered that up. And as you can see, well,
That hasn't really
we
worked
mucked
out.
that one up.
Foul. Neil Robertson, 4. Mark
And it's
Williams,
much like the last
4.
game. Again, I don't think we'll get another chance here.
1.
Oh, that's heartbreaking. I usually just smash those without any thought. Oh, damn it. And if we'd have played that a bit harder, we'd have cleared the green. But you know what? I just wasn't thinking about it. 10, 20 seconds for a shot. You don't think about something like that. When we ended up just behind the green, I thought, oh no. So this is a chance for Mark Williams. Really is. And we just got to hope he makes a similar sort of mistake. But the way the Reds are positioned, you have to say that the man who made the poor break off could well be the one that benefits from it.
12.
We have had some liberties so far in this tournament. It feels like we need another one today to qualify for the
On
final.
the pocket.
13.
Ah, damn it. Talk about tense and talk about frustration. Wasn't really our fault. We just didn't play it hard enough, which is something that is rarely said of us. But Mark Williams has built up a good break here. My big fear, and what I really don't want him to do, is open up the Reds. And thank goodness we didn't when we screwed back off that first shot, or else it would definitely been the game over. But this is a real chance for the Welsh potting machine. Could it be all over in a blink of an eye?
He's taking this on.
Stuck on the green though.
22.
And this is an interesting one now.
Just wants to sink this into the left corner pot.
What a pot. What a pot.
23.
Wow. A little bit close to the blue, though, to open up the reds.
That split is not bad at all.
But he's opened them up anyway. But he's not really on much here. I hope he doesn't get anything, but actually he's on one to the middle, isn't he? No, he's just going to play the safety.
Mark Williams.
And hopefully for us it's a bad one. But it's not too bad. We're just going to have to take a liberty now. And hope we get a bit of luck.
Along the cushion.
We've got that bit of luck.
Oh, that's a top shot.
And the cue ball has ended up beautifully. And I'll tell you what, I'm not going to say anything now that is about our chances. Yeah, I'm just not. I don't want to jinx anything at this point. I really don't. Half the time to go. We haven't really got to rush. Just got to play the shots right. Just got to focus. Wouldn't say the table's completely open to us, but it's a good chance. Bit of a hit and hope shot here. And that hasn't ended up too badly at all.
16.
Black's took off its spot. That could be an issue. I'm sorry, there's not much atmosphere. From us anyway, this is a really tense match so far. Going to play with a bit more power this time. But I think this is the key shot.
Well, an excellent.
But that looks okay to me if it pulls up. How far are we behind at this point?
20.
Pink and black out of commission. Right behind. So these two reds and two blues will put us ahead. It's a very bizarre tournament for this pressure. I mean, we've completely ballsed up the blue. So this will require another red. And we're going to play it hard. Hopefully get position.
24.
And that's not too bad. Just got to hope this goes right, or it could be our last shot. I didn't think that was going to drop in then. Really didn't, but look at the black. That looks nice.
25.
Looks good. And this black will give us the lead. Is it just written in the stars?
32.
Because, I'll tell you something, we have had some real luck so far. Yes, we've had to pot the balls, but on the semi-final and the quarter-final, I thought on both occasions that our opponent had got in and wouldn't give us a chance.
33.
On both occasions, our opponent has given us just the chance we've needed. But I'm not going to say anything because it's not all over yet. But every ball we pot, every second we're at the table, gives us a real chance at potentially going all the way in this tournament.
Aiming for the right centre here.
This has got to go right. This is probably the wrong shot to pick, but it goes okay.
Simply wonderful.
Need this to run on for the pink to the middle, really. And it has. Great stuff.
41.
13 ahead now. We're starting now to build a bit of a comfortable gap. This will put us 19 ahead. The red, which we're aiming for next, will put us 20 ahead. And then with 35 left on the table, it should be, I wouldn't say a formality, but we've certainly got a great chance.
48.
I don't think our quick snooker's been too bad this tournament, has it? Very nice on the red.
Really well played.
27 ahead now. This red will confirm it.
Just the red needed here.
And barring snookers, barring snookers, really, with a minute to go, it looks like we're through to the final of the snooker shootout. And in a tournament we kind of brushed off, we said, yeah, let's have some fun with this, shall we? Yeah, we played that very poorly, to be honest. I didn't really think about that. But oh well, I haven't got much problem with that, as long as we don't make a silly mistake now. But in a tournament we just brushed off and thought, yeah, we'll give it a go. I think it's 40,000 actually in terms of prize money and not 50. But even so, we thought we'd give it a go. And I don't think he's going to come back to the table now. He is. Can't see the point of it. He's got to score 20 odd points in the next how many seconds. It's a good snooker, but there's not much point us getting out of it because we can just let the clock run down. And much like in the last match, we have a comfortable margin, and we are through to the final of the snooker shootout. Well, well, well. It was like heart palpitations, I'll tell you. In both matches we played so far today, I thought, no, it's all over. So who will it be that we play for the potential crown? Our first and probably last final that will be over one frame, and it's Mark Higgins? Who am I on about? John Higgins. Mark Higgins, obviously John Higgins' brother. So for £32,000, not 40, but £32,000, it's better than nothing, and puts us close to Luke Brissell, certainly closer than we were before, and another tournament to our name. It's the Wizard of Wishaw against the Thunder from Down Under for the Snooker Shootout Trophy and £32,000. Well, to be honest, £32,000 for winning 7 frames is not too shabby. And this is the final, ladies and gents, the final of the Snooker Shootout. Can we get our hands on that trophy? Our first ranking trophy since the Scottish Open. Our first ranking trophy of this season, and it would be really special. Here we go.
We're ready now for the final of the shootout.
You need luck to get to the final of the shootout, but also a lot of skill. All the best to both players.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The first frame, Neil Robertson.
Well, if I thought the last game was pressure, this is really pressure. The thought of a final, a trophy, and only 20 seconds to play each shot. I think here, we just simply cannot avoid to make a mistake. Cannot avoid? Cannot make a mistake. Cannot avoid? We must avoid making a mistake. Yeah, that'll do. Because we've done that in most of our last 2 games, and I don't know how we've got through it. I just don't think we'll get a third try, but I feel like rolling with Mark Higgins now, by the way. John Higgins has given us a very good chance here. We've got to play it, though, at some point.
Half a chance.
Just hope we don't get trapped down there.
That's an excellent opening red.
And we nearly did, but I think the black's on. So we're okay. Got to get this right. Play it with some power, though. Come on, black, be my friend. Yes, you have. Lovely. That is a great split of the reds.
8.
Most finals are about longevity. This final is just about this one frame, but I have to say, it's a little bit worrying because there's not much on. Yikes. We've got like 5 seconds. And the red's there. I don't know how I've potted that. Very rare I'd pot a ball like that, but I just had to think, right, let's play a red. That looks about right. Just hit it.
9.
And luckily it was there. I don't like this match. I don't want to play the shootout ever again after this. Because I'll tell you what, the pressure is absolutely unbelievable.
Into the left corner pocket. Tremendous shot.
But a good yellow.
Wonderful pot.
Are we going to drop on anything? Because I'll tell you something. I'll admit quite readily now that I am not aiming for position. I am just aiming to pot the balls and pray for what comes next. Because with 15, 20 seconds on a shot, you just haven't got the time to think about position. Or I haven't anyway. Other people might, but I certainly haven't. I need a lot more time than that, and this is going to be a problem for position here. So again, just hope we're on something after this.
He's left that a little bit more tricky than he would have liked.
19.
Will this red go? I think it will. Just. Bloody hope it does now.
Aiming for the centre pocket here.
It does. Great pot.
20.
We've not really left ourselves in a colour. This is unbelievable. The worst played frame ever from us. It's just a case of being scrappy and, well, fighting for scraps and getting what we can.
The right corner. Excellent shot.
Tell you what, in this tournament we've been the epitome of lucky. So many balls that could have not dropped, but they have. And we're 23 points ahead. Hopefully soon to be 24 now.
That's just magnificent.
And as I've said, every pot makes it just that bit easier.
24.
A little bit overplayed, so the pink could obstruct us here. That could give us a problem.
29.
Ooh, it does as well. But we got this red, which is more than potable, so we get away with it.
He's aiming for the left corner here. No problem there.
I was a betting man. We look pretty okay at the moment, but we're just going to have to do something that's pretty big in a minute because we are getting pretty lucky here. So tricky to build the optimum position. This is the challenge with this tournament. You know, it might look easy on camera, but you've got to think very quickly. I'd say that it probably takes me double the time to take a shot usually. I'm really thinking about it. But these shots are just leaps of faith. But I suppose it just does show a natural ability as well as a bit of luck.
37.
You can get these shots right. Got a break of 37 though at the moment. Play straight on from the blue and hopefully be fairly straight on the red up to the corner pocket. That's okay. Although it's not the easiest shot. It's a big shot, I would say. But it's there.
43.
Always had a chance with the lack of power we're playing, and now this is the big shot. 48's a big lead, but ultimately we need these reds to go the right way to give us a better chance. And that's not too bad. It opens up a red. It's the most important thing here. It's fair to say John Higgins has not scored a point. Well, it's not fair to say, it's just correct. That John Higgins hasn't scored a point throughout this final just yet. We've done really well in this break. And hopefully we can continue like that. Don't want to hit this one too hard.
He's taking on the long pot here. Stroked it in. Great shot.
Yeah, we're okay.
54.
Four minutes now.
Drop this in gently.
Every pot decreases John Higgins' chance.
He's finished a bit awkward here.
I know we finished a bit awkward, you don't need to tell me. Let's hit it soft, I think, you know. Just take the break as it is. We weren't going to get too much luck to get on a pot, so just a safety from here, I think. Try and get this back up the table. Hope for the best. And hope we don't go in off, but that's exactly what's happened.
In off. That's careless.
Well, this is a twist to the tail. I think we're going to be okay with 3 minutes to go. Well, that was weak. And again, we've given John Higgins a slight chance. He's got just under 3 minutes to get 57 points. That basically means for John Higgins, he's got to clear the table. So no pressure. Pressure's on us there now. I feel a bit worried.
Fabulous pot.
52 points to get. 2.5 minutes to do it. And that is nice.
14.
Now, if this was a normal length match, and it was best of one, and he'd got all the time in the world, I would be very worried. But I just think we're going to be okay because of the time constraints. But I could be wrong. John Higgins has been given the best, yet most awkward chance of his life. But I think, if I'm correct, he's just built up a break of 21 in just over a minute. But this is nice. He's taking quite a bit of time over this one. Whew. Let that ball keep rolling. Every second is valuable to us.
22.
So there's 35 left on the table. He's actually 36 back. Obviously, he needs to get a colour, doesn't he, of course? So he needs to get the colour before the red. So he's now 32 back with 35 remaining. Which means he's got to get the top colours and clear up. But he'd made a break of 21 in 1 minute. And in this minute, he's only merely made a break of just over 5. Could be 6. And what's he doing here? Has he run out of time?
Time foul. John Higgins.
Well, John Higgins succumbed to the pressure there. And he'd run out of time on the shot.
Ball in hand.
And after all that,
Perfect pace
this is
required.
the red that we need. This is all we need. I think that we should be the champion. But I don't want to jinx anything
Nice
just yet.
position on the black.
1.
We'll wait until the game's finished.
The long pot's on, and he's going for it.
That's a good blue. That's a
No
good
surprises
blue.
there. Long pots are his speciality.
6.
20 seconds to go. We're just going to keep playing the snooker. Don't get distracted by any fancy talk. The green's there. 5. I'm going to put the controller down now. 3, 2, 1. And we are the snooker shootout champion.
That's it. He's done it.
That is a slightly underwhelming tournament win, I have to say. And there's no trophy. Cheeky gits. Well, I don't know how to react to that. That was a tournament when I went in and thought, we'll give it a try. But we've managed to win the snooker shootout. We've beat John Higgins, Mark Williams, Mark Selby, Luca Brissell, among 3 other players to win it. So it's a really special victory. And it's another ranking victory for us. And as you can see, congratulations. Shootout trophy won. Well, it's our first ranking trophy since the Scottish Open. Feels a little bit underwhelming. But nonetheless, we've done it. 21 champion, Neil Robertson. High break award goes to David Gilbert. And there we go. We've got some fuchsia stuff. Fuchsia shirt, fuchsia bow tie, and black and fuchsia waistcoats. And there we go. Best break of 63. We are the champion. We've earned £32,000 for that tournament. A big £32,000. Now going to the next one. The Coral Players Championship. Well, the rankings look a little bit more in our favour now. Because it looks like, I could be wrong, but I think that Jack Lazowski and Kyron Wilson have dropped a little bit. But we've gone up by 32 grand. Obviously, tournament ups and downs over 2 years will make a difference. But that looks a little bit more comfortable now. We are only 65,000 away from Jack Lazowski and getting back into 8th place. But we won it, folks. We won the snooker shootout. Next, we've got the Coral Players Championship. And we're playing against Dave Gilbert. The Tamworth Massive will be chanting his name. David Gilbert in the Coral Players Championship. That's the best of 5 frames. And that is coming up next time on the Snooker 19 playthrough. Well, I hope you guys really enjoyed that. I really did. An interesting tournament. We've come away with the win, for goodness sake. Yeah, it's there. There you go. I mean, that increased our ranked tournament amount to 2. Level with Dennis Taylor, Anthony McGill, Anna McManus, Graham Dort, Dominic Dale and Ryan Day, among others. So there you go. And we're not at 1 anymore, which is very nice. And we've got the shootout trophy. And I think that's something to be proud of. What a great way to end that snooker shootout. We've won it. And next up is the Players' Championship. Hopefully, that is a bit of a spark we might need to play some good snooker. Luckily, no 20-second time frame to play any of the shots in the next few tournaments. But the potential 5 tournaments if we can get into the top 8. But it'll need 2 very good tournaments here in the Players' Championship and the Gibraltar Open. And then after that, we've got potentially the Tour Championship, the China Open and the World Champs to end the season. It is fair to say it is going to be a cracker from now on to the end of the season. So I really appreciate you guys stopping to this point. Please, please, please leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment your thoughts down below and subscribe for regular Snooker 19 content. Apart from that, thank you very much for watching and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye for now.